Another year has come and gone, which means that it is the Game Awards season, and we have a lot to talk about with this one. So for this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of the nominations, and I'm going to have my own personal votes on them. As always, these are my own personal thoughts and opinions on how I'm going to vote in the Game Awards. I would love to hear what you think in the comments below, and especially on the more controversial choices. So as a full disclaimer, I don't know what the nominees are for anything except for Game of the Year, and we're gonna do this one last. I did that last year, I think I worked backwards, and I liked that. All right, best esport team. Isn't Team Liquid Moist Critical's team? I think it is. I'm gonna vote for that one. Okay, it's Team Moist. Okay, yeah. I mean, Team Liquid was the only other one that I know, so. The best esport athlete. I don't know who any of these people are. I see Evo, I think, in the background of this one. You know what? I'm gonna go with Faker. Best esports game? I'll go Valorant. April will appreciate that I voted for Valorant. Content creator of the year? Queso? Don't know. I guess I'll vote for Queso. I've seen a couple of his TikToks, and he's the only one on this list that I actually know, so I'll vote for Queso. One of these days, y'all, I'm gonna be on this list. Most anticipated game? Absolutely not. This is gonna win, obviously. I'm probably gonna go with Ghost of Yotei. Just for me personally, that's probably the one that I'm the most looking forward to. That's not to say that I'm not looking forward to Monster Hunter Wilds, because I loved the beta. You know, we have a lot of Monster Hunter games. We only have one other Ghost game, and that came out when the world was ending. Best adaptation: Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon, and Tomb Raider. Okay, so I have to say this right away because I still haven't made a video on this. I'm in the middle of watching this show. I don't like it, so this is not gonna get my vote. I don't know anything about the Tomb Raider show. I've heard that the Knuckles show was bad. I heard that Arcane and Fallout, well, I mean, I've seen a little bit of Arcane, and I know that Fallout was good, but I'm gonna have to go for maybe Arcane. But next year, we're gonna get Devil May Cry on this list, and you guys better make the right decision and vote for it. What if DMC is gonna be as bad as Like a Dragon? It's totally not. Dude, from the first fucking trailer, I know that the DMC, I know it's gonna be good. I know it'll be better than the Yakuza show, that's for sure. We're also getting Sonic 3. Fuck! God damn it, Shadow the Hedgehog's gonna beat it. Okay, absolutely not. Technically, yes. Oh my, okay, this is hard, actually. Because I feel like when Helldivers came out, absolutely. Helldivers right now, I don't know. That's the only thing that's holding it back a little bit for me. Tekken 8 is also here. It's making a comeback after a rough patch. Okay, I'm gonna believe you on that, because I don't think that Tekken 8 is the best multiplayer, because it's just Tekken. Tekken is still in its problematic phase. Yeah, Helldivers then in that case. Best sports and racing. No. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So iffy, how does that go? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My mother said to pick the very best one. And you are going to be... Oh, but that's EA. EA, no. Oh, that's NBA. No. I'm not voting for this one. Best sim and strategy game. Kunitsugami, and it's not even close, baby. This game was underrated as fuck, dude. I love this game. If you haven't played it yet, you definitely should. I want Capcom to make more games like this. Like small scale titles, not something as like a powerhouse of like Resident Evil where they're putting a lot of money into it, and obviously it's like a $60, $70 price tag. But Kunitsugami kind of reminds me of the era of Capcom where they were just throwing stuff at the wall just to see what stuck. And that's when we got things like God Hand, Beautiful Joe, that sort of thing. So I want them to make more games like this, so that's where my vote's going. Best family, Astrobot. Best fighting, Dragon Ball, Grand Blue, Marvel vs. Capcom. Why the fuck is Multiverses here? No, no. You don't get to fucking do that. Why are you here? You already won the fucking award 2 years ago during your stupid beta, and when you released again in a worse state, no. Fuck that. Oh, this is so silly. Wow, I don't like this. I want to vote for the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, but it's just a remaster of some of the greatest Capcom fighting games ever made. Tekken 8 is the only actual, like, you know, fighting game here. Well, I mean, Grand Blue's here too, so I can't really say that. I'm not a fan of Grand Blue, so it's just kind of... That's out of there for me. And then I know that Dragon Ball was good, but I hadn't played it. It's Marvel, baby. It's here. I gotta break my rule. Oh, I can't believe they made me do that. This is stupid, though. Multiverses should not be on here. For sure, it should not be on here. I know why it's on there. It shouldn't be on there. I think the problem for me is that I didn't play this, and I don't think that Tekken 8 would do it either. I don't know. This is why I hate that stupid fucking rule that Joff made, and we're gonna get into that when we get into the Game of the Year stuff, but yeah, this is like part of the problem. Best RPG for the best game design with rich multiplayer customization. Fucking hell. You shouldn't be here. You're technically a remake. I haven't played you, but I know that you're probably gonna win. But this is the one that I played. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I don't think it's the best, but it's the only one that I played, and I gotta put in my Yakuza rep at some point. Yeah, I heard Metaphor was really cool too. I just cannot invest time into it, unfortunately. Also, is that gonna be the only category that Infinite Wealth is in? Fucking hell. Best action adventure. No. Didn't play, and you denied my key application. No, Astrobot. Yay, Astrobot! Astrobot was so good. But at least Silent Hill 2 got a nomination, yeah. Best action game. Black Myth, Call of Duty, Helldivers, Stellar Blade, Warhammer. This sucks. I hate this. As an action game player, I am borderline offended by this list right now. Fucking hell, man. We have 2 Souls-likes here. Call of Duty, a third-person shooter, and Warhammer. I mean, Warhammer's whatever. Oh, this is going to be painful, but I'm going to vote Helldivers. Want to know why? Because I feel like Helldivers is more unique than all of these fucking games on here, with the exception of Warhammer, which I know very little about. Don't kill me. So Wukong's a difficult one, and I'm gonna go into that one a little bit more. Actually, fuck it. I'll go into it now. When I played the Stellar Blade demo, I was like, oh, this is just a Souls-like, and it's masking itself as a Bayonetta / DMC like, even though it's really not. People did not know how to fucking categorize Stellar Blade for shit, and it really irritated me. Stellar Blade is 100% a Souls-like. Originally, it looked like it was advertised as like a Bayonetta or a Devil May Cry-ish kind of game. When you play it, it's just a Souls-like with different kind of button combinations and button prompts that you could do. But the fundamental combat was just Soulsborne. And then the same thing with Black Myth Wukong. For some fucking idiot, I think it was an IGN employee, said that it played like Bayonetta, but that's not it at all. It is just another Souls-like, and I feel like every person who logically and unbiasedly look at Black Myth Wukong said that it was a Souls-like, and it totally is. Is there anything wrong with that? No. But 2 out of the 5 games in this category are technically just Souls-like from completely different companies. And guess what was on here last year? Lies of P, which was another Souls-like. So there's a pattern here that's forming. So to me, it's like, what of these 5 games stands out? Helldivers, to me, stands out in this category with what I am being presented with. Stellar Blade and Black Myth Wukong are basically just both Souls-likes, and it's just a preference of which Souls-like do you like more. Do you like the one with the monkey, or do you like the one with the sexy girl? And personally, I like neither, so that's why Helldivers gets my vote. Best VR AR. Batman Arkham Shadow, baby. I heard that it was really good. If I had a MetaQuest 3, I totally would have played this. I still need to watch a playthrough of it just to get the story, but I really hope that in the future, when we have another Arkham game, that it's going to be console instead of VR. But if we had to get another Arkham game, I'm glad that they actually figured out how to make the VR stuff work. Best mobile game. It's Endless Zone Zero. I didn't play it on mobile, but I thought it was good for what it was. Best debut indie game. I don't know what any of these are. So I'll just vote for this one. Balatro was nominated for Game of the... What is it? A poker roguelike? What is that? What? It's a turn-based card game with poker as its premise. Okay. Best independent game. I guess it'll go to poker again. Best community support. Absolutely not for Helldivers, I feel, right? I'll go for Baldur's Gate 3. Best ongoing. I feel like I'll just pick Fortnite. I like Fortnite. Fortnite's fun. I feel like I voted for Fortnite last year too. Yeah, Helldivers community support and then nuking the game from sales for like 80 countries. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm very hesitant to vote on Helldivers, because it was really solid, but then they did all of that shit. Games for impact. I'll go with Life is Strange just because I know what that one is. Although I heard this wasn't good. Innovation and accessibility. I don't know. I'm gonna skip this one just because I really don't know anything about those. Best performance. I don't know any of these. Who was this? She was Aerith? Oh, but I didn't play Rebirth though. I'm gonna go with Luke. All of you guys are voting for Luke, so I'm gonna vote for Luke. Oh, actually, no, you guys are tied. It's like tied with Luke and Brianna. I know I'm gonna play Silent Hill eventually. I feel like Luke is the choice for me. Best audio design. I'm gonna go with Astrobot. Astrobot had some pretty good sound design. Best score in music. Why the fuck is Infinite Wealth not on here? That's stupid. No, that's really stupid. I don't know what to vote for. Because like Stellar Blade's soundtrack was also pretty good. Astrobot's score was alright, but God, I don't know. Oh, this is so stupid. I'll just vote for Silent Hill 2. I'm gonna trust your judgments. Because, like, Astrobot's music was fine. It wasn't anything exceptional. Infinite Wealth was better than Astrobot for sure. Better than Stellar Blade for sure. I don't know about Rebirth, or these two. But yeah, I'll vote Silent Hill 2. Best art direction. No. I'm probably gonna have to either give it to Astrobot or Metaphor. Metaphor had some really good art direction though, from what I saw. Cause like Astrobot's art direction wasn't anything to really scoff at. Not gonna lie, you have to see Metaphor's art. I've seen some of it. That's why I'm leaning towards it. I'm gonna vote for Metaphor. This will be the one Metaphor thing that I vote for. How about that? Best narrative, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon. Oh no. Oh, okay. Metaphor, Hellblade, Silent Hill. Oh no. I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. Infinite Wealth isn't winning it. And it's not winning it for me either. Oh my god. I still have a lot of problems with Infinite Wealth's story that it makes me not want to vote for it. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Yeah, Nomad said it exactly. The worst thing about Infinite Wealth was the narrative. It gets best narrative, but not best soundtrack? That's so stupid. Please vote Rebirth for one category. Okay, so here's gonna be where my bullshit rules come in, right? This is a remake that I'm assuming was based off of the original Silent Hill 2 story. So I really don't know if I should vote for that. This game apparently sucked. I don't know anything about this game's narrative. This game's narrative was not good. And Rebirth, while still technically being not a remake, did reuse a lot of shit probably. So, you know what? I'll do Rebirth. I'll do Rebirth. Best game direction, Astrobot, baby. Because this game was fucking awesome with its direction. That's the thing that I think I loved the most about it, was the game's direction. All right, game of the year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. So here is where I'm gonna make this discussion right now, okay? This game should not fucking be on here. Shadow of the Erdtree was phenomenal, but when they made that fucking announcement, everybody and their mama knew that this was why, and I don't agree with it at all. Shadow of the Erdtree works as an expansion of Elden Ring. Could it be its own thing? Absolutely, but it's not. And that's why it shouldn't be on here. I think that's really stupid, and I think that it sets a really bad precedent going forward for this Game Award show that, in all intents and purposes, doesn't really matter. But just in terms of what could be considered Game of the Year, this isn't it. It's a phenomenal expansion, but it is not its own game. You cannot boot... You know what? Hold on a fucking second. Let me cook. This fucking game right here could be nominated for this category, and I'd agree with it. You wanna know why? Sonic X Shadow Generations is a dual package game. We have Sonic Generations, the OG Sonic Generations, right? That was remastered. And then we have the Shadow the Hedgehog campaign / expansion, right? But here's the main difference between this and this. With Shadow of the Erdtree, you need to go through the main game and do a whole bunch of shit in order to even unlock Shadow of Erdtree, right? It's just DLC expanding upon the game and not its own thing. If it was its own thing, you could play it on its own. but you can't. In this game right here, you can just ignore Sonic Generations. They're running on completely different engines, completely different styles, completely different gameplay types. In the category, it's its own game within this package. That's my logic behind it. Like, if Shadow Generations was nominated for anything on here, I would think that would make sense, because it's a new Sonic game that was just packaged in with Sonic Generations. But yeah, fucking hell, this game should not be on here. I want to know more about this game and why it's on here. Black Myth Wukong is just another Souls-like. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Metaphor probably should deserve it, but I gotta give it to Astrobot, baby. Yay, Astrobot! I am Astrobot. I still need to unbox this, by the way. I still have the Astrobot controller just still in the box because I haven't been able to unbox it. Yeah, of all of the games that I played this year, Astrobot was the one that I played and the one that I enjoyed the most. And I think that it would be really cool if Astrobot won, but I know it's not going to. Yeah, this is a very interesting Game of the Year list. I think that the whole DLC being nominated for Game of the Year thing is extremely controversial, and I hope that they don't do that again. But it really was just an excuse to put Shadow of the Erdtree on here. There are different rounds that we can vote in. That's fucking weird. What? I can vote 3 times if I want to? Like I said, this whole thing doesn't really matter. Yeah, I just think it's fun to have these discussions anyways. And then when we actually watch the Game Awards show, we have a bunch of cool trailers, which is pretty much what everybody watches it for, and I'm definitely going to be trying to do that again this year. So if you want to watch it with me, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified on when the channel goes live for that specifically. Last year we did a bingo board and I gave out gifted subs, and since I'll be streaming on YouTube as well, I'll probably do something similar where I'll gift out YouTube join memberships. So that was going to be my list. So if you disagree with anything on my list, please let me know in the comments below, and let me know what your Game of the Year was, whether it was on this list or wasn't on this list. Thank you all again so much for watching, and if you want to check out another video of mine, you can check out this video right over here. Thank you again so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you guys next time.